pt.1, and welcome to the second installment of Kingdom Hearts Month. This month I'm dedicating this to the lovely franchise Kingdom Hearts in honor of Square Enix release of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, or Kingdom Hearts 3D for the Nintendo 3DS. 18 days left, guys! It's coming! I can't wait! But let us distract ourselves and forget momentarily as we look into Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories for the PS2. Many people were not happy with this installment at first. The main reason? The voice acting. I have to admit, the voice acting's bad at times, even downright horrible. But I don't mind it as much anymore, I get used to it.
But I'll talk a bit more about that later. So, with that said, let's get to it.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, or the actual title for the PS2 is Kingdom Hearts Re Chain of Memories, due to the fact that this was a remake of the original Game Boy Advance version of Chain of Memories. The original version was released to us in December 7, 2004. Then 3 years later, Japan was given Re Chain of Memories for the PS2. There are many major and minor differences in the two games, and this remake gives us more hints of the storyline, giving us more depth to the mystery. But I don't have enough time to tell you about every single one. Go to KingdomHeartsWikia.com if you're curious, that's what I do. So Japan had this really cool new remake, and of course we American fans wanted it. Now these are my personal thoughts on the situation. There's nothing official. If you know the real reason and it's official, please inform me ASAP. Otherwise this is just my personal theory. Agree with it or not, it's your decision. Now, game theory time, here we go. Since this was like a remix of the game, I believe Square did not intend to release in America for some time. But with our demands, Square relented and rushed the game over to satisfy us and to relieve their ears. This caused more groaning due to the fact of the voice acting. There were some lines done horribly, and Marluxia sounds like he has a cold in some of the scenes.
I always wonder how that played out. Well, however they managed the project, what's done is done, and America received the English version of Re Chain of Memories December 2nd, 2008.
They upped their rating this time, so this game is not for the faint of heart. Rated E10 for everyone, and again, an action RPG for the PlayStation 2. And it happens to be one of my favorite installments. Maybe it's because it's short and to the point and no secret boss battles.
Ooh, I'm sorry, but that boss still gives me nightmares to this day.
Yeah, I know there were harder secret boss battles, but this one was the most frustrating for me. It took me longer to defeat this boss than Sephiroth. Sephiroth!
If I had to choose whether to go and fight Phantom or go and butt heads with Sephiroth and win 3 times in a row...
Hey Sepho buddy, how's it hanging?
Joking aside, let's discuss the plot, shall we?
As you may recall from the previous game, Sora, Donald, and Goofy were chasing Pluto through some grassy fields to get that letter in his mouth. Unfortunately, they were not able to get him, but decided to settle down for the night in the fields. Sora can't sleep and starts to wander around, suddenly seeing a mysteriously cloaked person. This person goes down a path and disappears, like he was never there. The next day, they find a castle and go in uninvited, all having the same notion that they might find King Mickey and Riku in there. Even Jiminy Cricket, our journalist, thought the same thing.
No, something's screwy.
I think you'd be right there, Donald. The mysteriously cloaked man appears out of the blue and starts speaking in riddles, talking about what is to lose is to find, what is to find is to lose. I don't get it either. The three try to attack, but it's no use. Their abilities and magic are gone. The guy explains that once they entered the castle, named Castle Oblivion, they forgot all their abilities. So that means I have to start from scratch again. Well, at least they explain how I lost my abilities, and it makes sense. Again, the man starts to speak in riddles and moves right through Sora and makes memory cards. And then he begins the tutorial. Isn't that nice of him? Now this game plays a bit of the black sheep in the series, I personally think. For one, the whole game centers on cards. Yep, cards. Have you ever played the card game War? Well, this game is kind of like that. Well, let me start from the beginning here. The man gives you 5 of the world cards at once, so you don't have to explore them in a certain order. If you like the monster level first, you can choose that, or you want to play Agrabah, or Halloween Town, or even Wonderland. Pick Halloween Town, it's awesome. You hold up the world you want to the door, and presto, that whole floor of the castle makes an illusion of the world you chose. Hey, Donald and Goofy are gone, oh no! Well, I'm sure we'll meet up with them later. Let's fight this Heartless. We get sent to a special stage to fight the Heartless, and there's a green card bouncing around. I'll pick it up. Oh, hey, it's Donald! You can only travel through these worlds by yourself, but your friends can come only to your aid for a short time in battle. Their cards come around once in a while in battles, so collect them fast. This is also the same with guests such as Jack, Aladdin, and so on. Anyway, the battle system. It's not just hitting enemies anymore. You have a limited number of attacks which can get trumped if you're not careful. Each card has a number on them, from 0 to 9. The higher the number, the stronger the card. Don't underestimate the 0 cards because they can break any card, but it can also be easily broken as well. If your card gets broken, you're open for attacks. There are different types of cards: attack, friend, item, and magic. Attack and friend I've already explained. Magic acts like attack cards, but there are some cards in magic like cure you use on yourself. Item cards really help out in battle. Why? Well, when you use a card, it's gone. You have this empty card symbol with a 1 on it. You hold down X and the cards can return to you. This is called a reloader, but every time you use it, it takes longer to get the cards back, and that could kill you when time is of the essence. This is where item cards are useful. There are various items cards, but they basically reload your cards quicker except the item card you just used, and it does not affect the reloaded. Nice touch. You're probably thinking, where are Sora's abilities like Sliding Dash, Strike Raid, and the like? Well, there's more to this battle system, believe it or not. There are these moves that you can pull off using slides. Slides can be activated by stocking 3 cards of a certain combination. If you start 3 cards summing up from 10 to 15, you can perform Sliding Dash. Or 3 friend cards can perform their attacks stronger, like Magic level 3 or Tornado level 3. You can also upgrade your own attacks by spending Moogle points at a Moogle shop to get better cards. That helps. You can also get these jewels to represent experience, which is only in this game, I believe. You can also obtain enemy cards, which can boost your attacks in one way or another. That's a nice feature as well, but it is limited, such as good for 1 reload, or 30 attacks, etc. In each area, you're greeted with doors that won't let you pass unless you give them criteria they require. This is where another set of cards come to play. Sometimes, after battles, you obtain room cards, and there are many kinds. The card you choose will affect how the room will be like through the door. Like, Teeming Darkness will give you many heartless battles, and Tranquil means a few heartless, and so on and so forth. This is also how you'll get your saving points. A certain room will be sectioned off, and it will be called a moment's reprieve. I always liked how that sounded. There are also doors that need certain cards to open, and will progress the story. There are 4 cards: the Key of Beginnings, Key of Guidance, Key to Truth, and Key to Rewards. Room of Rewards is an optional room to open, but with a title like that, I must get in that room, but I don't have the card. I'll come back for you, Room of Rewards, I promise! Now, every time you leave the world and after you activate the cutscene, you have 2 choices. One is to go up the flight of steps and reset the rooms, meaning you'll have to reopen the doors again with the room cards. Or you can return to the world you just visited. However, the enemies will not respawn after leaving the rooms, so in order to level up, you'll have to remake the room anyway. Now, we can get on with the story. Every time you go through a world, you start to notice something. Someone's screwing with their memories. When they go through the worlds reliving their memories, they forget their memories. Make sense? Well, I'll explain that more in a bit, but right now we gotta find I don't care he acts like a jerk in this game. He's one of my favorite characters, and it also helps he's voiced by the same guy who voices Reno in Final Fantasy Advent Children. Anyway, Axel decides to give you a test before proceeding to the next level, which becomes to a bit of a habit with these guys. Go through a level, fight a boss, and get into another boss fight with one of these guys. Gain a card, go to the next level. Rinse and repeat. But it's still interesting. Why? Because the first time you're playing it, you think you're prepared for the next boss battle with these guys, wondering if it's this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. But no! It's Riku coming out of freaking nowhere, mad at you for going after him, staying with Kairi. Now he's found one of their old friends named Namine, who has mysteriously disappeared one day from their island a long time ago, and he tells us to go home and that he'll look after Namine. At the same time, we're starting to remember the girl named Namine, and hey, we're all about helping out, so we pursue further into the castle to help out, but Riku doesn't like that idea, so we fight!
While Sora and his friends trying to figure out what's going on. Wait, I need that warning screen again. Where is that thing? Oh!
Warning, major spoilers are mentioned in this review. If you do not approve spoilers, this video is not for you. Watch your own personal words. You can now go on. Thank you.
As I was saying.
It turns out that Namine is a captive at the castle, under orders from Marluxia to lure Sora to the castle so that she will mess with his memories with her power, and Marluxia will eventually turn Sora into his puppet and take over the Organization 13. The Organization 13 was planning to use Sora for a purpose that will be explained in the next game. but some of their members they sent to Castle Oblivion started to betray them. They even go as far as killing off some of the other members, such as Vexen and Zexion. Oh, I'm sorry, Axel killed them. However, it turns out that Axel is a double agent, so nyeh, and was sent to Castle Oblivion to find out the source of the rebellion, and boy did he find it. He lets Namine go to find Sora so that she could tell him what she had done. Unfortunately, Riku comes back pissed off, and he challenges you to a fight. Once you beat him, Sora tries to help him, but Riku attacks him and is about to deliver the final blow, but...
I said stop!
Riku? Riku?
It turns out this Riku was a puppet, not even a real person, as this person, Larxene, points out. And we get into her final battle, and it was hard. For those who hated Larxene, probably weren't satisfied with her death in the game, but her death in the manga was quite brutal and would have made it into an E10 game. Also, fun fact, her voice actress is probably best known for a certain food icon. Can you guess? Thumbs up. Anywho, we are brought up to date, and we decided to go off and kill Marluxia, telling Namine to stay safe. Okay, we'll just leave her there all alone, and uh-oh. Later, Axel and Marluxia start duking it out, and Marluxia uses Namine as a shield to halt the attack on him. This scene probably hosted the Akunami fanbase, but I wouldn't know. Sora and the gang interrupt, and we battle with Axel, and then go after Marluxia, who tries to have Namine erase Sora's memories, but she refuses. By the way, for you Mara Mini fans out there, there's more proof of something going on between these two in the manga.
Creepy.
Well, the Riku puppet comes back to help out, and Marluxia retreats to the final room. We defeat Marluxia in the two-phase battle, which is not how it is in the manga, and it was actually easy and, come to think of it, gory. The Riku puppet goes off, knowing that he is a puppet and he's willing to deal with that. Now, most of Sora's memories are messed up, but Namine tells him the only way to fix that is to go into a coma until she fixes the memories. But it will take some time. Also, he would have no recollection of Castle Oblivion or anything that happened there. She does give Sora a choice, either to accept the memories he has right now, or to have the memories he used to have.
Make me like I was.
Oh, okay. Nobody needs to keep a bunch of memories that aren't real, right? You want to remember all of the people who are really important to you. Anybody would choose that.
So sad. Sora promises her that he would not forget her, and Jiminy Cricket puts in his journal to remind Sora to find Namine and to thank her, in hopes that they will become real friends. Sora, Donald, and Goofy step into the pods and delve in sleep, and Sora remembers Kairi, linking all the memories he had forgotten, but forgets Namine. But she is not forever lost, and the game ends.
Well, that was a rather short game. That was sad. What the? There's more to it?